Hello again, and welcome back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. I'm Sean. Every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can catch a fresh game of baseball. We lost to the Kansas City Royals in yesterday's game. We're going to look to secure a series split today against Seth Lugo. 7-3 with a 3.06 ERA, taking on George Kirby. 14-1 with a 2.20 ERA, so should be another pitching duel as we jump into today's game. Super frustrated with the way yesterday's game went. We're abandoning the white. We're going to go seafoam green. We're going, or northwest green. I always call it seafoam green, but they call it northwest green. We knocked out 10 hits. Every single one of them was a single. And we're going to go ahead and find a DH here. Throw Marlowe in there for a moment, and then we'll see if there's anything else that needs to be done. We could probably throw Ford in there. We're making this a lot more difficult on ourselves as we get our lineup set. Okay, so I need to get this taken care of. I'm okay with, actually, I'm going to throw Crawford in the 2 spot. Rodriguez 3, we'll go Shenton 4. I don't love that. Rosarena 5. We'll drop Ford. Ooh, yikes. Alright, this will give us a fresh run of guys, because I needed to sub those all 3 of those guys out at some point. Maybe we could have gotten an extra day out of Raleigh, but I think we're okay. We'll just go ahead and skip that because we need it more so than most days. So, all right, we are ready to roll. They have that bottom part of the lineup that is largely left-handed, so we'll see if we can do anything against that today. We played pretty well yesterday as far as the defense was concerned. I think there was an error involved. There was a really funky play. I still don't understand it. I don't know why that happened. Why does this always happen to me? What did I do wrong? And we'll go game 86. George Kirby and Seth Lugo looking for a starting pitching duel today. We are looking for the 12th straight win on the mound for George Kirby. Dylan Moore looks to improve a 195 average over the last 41 games. Yeah, that's real bad. Rodriguez 467 average over the last 5. Pretty good. We drop our, after the shutout, we drop our runs per game average to 5.6, a 279 average, 9 home runs, and over the last 64 games, that's too large of a sample size to care about, though 1 strikeout short of 500. League News MVP favorites: Luke Raley, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Marcelo Zuna, Luis Castillo, and Freddie Freeman. 4 of those are going to probably be your regular. I don't know that Ozuna's playing particularly well. So maybe half of those would be like kind of real life, but it's gonna be Judge and Ohtani. Cy Young favorites: Castillo, Sasaki, George Kirby. Rookie of the Year favorites: Montgomery, Sasaki, and Cody Huff. Boston wins their 9th straight game. Astros win their 9th straight game. Tanner Houck, he fires 7 innings, a 1-hit ball, in a win versus the Reds. Willie Castro breaks a 2 for 28. Slump with a 3-hit performance versus the Marlins. Alcantara, Kevin. Ooh. I think that's right. They could be wrong. Whatever. 0 for 17, but hit a 2-hit performance with the Guardians to snap out of that. Justin Steele strikes out 12, allows 2 runs in a win versus the Guardians. Jared Jones fires 8 innings, a 2-hit ball, in a win versus the Cardinals. Tommy Edman, he was going 2 for 22 until he hit 3 hits against the White Sox. Hey, take that White Sox medicine and use it. Guardians move within 4 of the Tigers, and the Phillies send Brandon Marsh to the 60-day IL. Here is your farm report.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
We got a shake yesterday. Really struggled. That injury definitely changed the game, and it really got us.
George Kirby, Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Michael Garcia.
I was thinking about it as I was prepping yesterday's video. I was like, man, Ever since I said that the Royals have been fairly unmemorable in our games against them,
Right side.
we gave up the 3-run inning. We gave up the 1 in the 9th. We closed a 5-run lead to a 1-run lead. We had the funky game yesterday. It's not been a great chunk of time against
What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
this Kansas City team.
That's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Jonathan India, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that was
2 up, 2 down. And
Austin Shenton over there turning on a dime.
Most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're looking for.
And takes a look at a called strike.
There we go. There we go. That's beautiful. I love it. Let's go, Kirby.
Nothing doing for the Royals. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal.
Let's see what we're working against today. I mean, it's he's 7-3 in 17 starts. 70% win decision. Ugh, leaked. Gross. It leaked and it was so disgusting. I didn't even see the rest of the stats. Okay. 4-seam at 95, a sinker at 94, a curveball at 82, a sweeper at 84, and a slider at 89.
Victor Robles leading things off and takes a strike. Just missed.
Okay, here we go.
And that's in for a strike.
That's fine. Wasn't actually really anticipating. Oh, it was 2 sinkers. Okay. Okay.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ooh, trying to go with a timeout. Lock in, lock in.
That one misses.
Hey, there we go. We locked in and watch that. Ball 4. Here we go. Good start. Good start. Very excited to hit into a double play here.
Now for Seattle.
Nice swing at a pitch there.
2 for 9 so far in the series. That one missed.
Ooh. That looked like it came out of the hand real bad, but then still like managed to almost flip that corner.
Next offering is fouled back.
Thought about it a little bit too much. Okay. Actually, the pitch wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through.
We're good, we're good, we're good.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Okay. And we work a walk, get a single.
Rodriguez. 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch
Good
misses.
take.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
The pitch. Line and a base hit into right.
Hold. It's a good throw.
Bases loaded, no outs.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
We haven't had more than a single in 12 hits now. Gross.
Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So bases all loaded up. Shenton now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. This one in the air, center field. Isbell gets under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. And they strike first.
Okay.
As they take off.
Thought I sent him too early, so that's a positive. That's okay. Hey, I'll take it. 1 run's fine.
With the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
There's not a ton of speed.
Randy Arozarena.
He really needs to start making more contact, averaging 2 strikeouts per game over his last 5.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Perez makes the catch, and there's 2 down. The batter now,
That has just been the problem. Weak contact.
And there's a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a ball popped up. And that will end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We'll head to inning number 2.
Fuck, that's frustrating.
It's the Mariners 1 and the Royals nothing. New inning getting started. Now will be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador Perez. Kirby back
And there's
to
2
work.
awful pop-ups to end the inning.
Kirby.
It's a great sacrifice fly. It was no question that we were going to get there. And then just a bad swing with a Rosarena on a slider. That's a strike. That's a fucking strike.
Out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts, and right now it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
That one off the mark, and the count is 3-1. The Mariners would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
We're okay. I mean, we're in a great spot, considering we already have 70 wins on the season. God damn it, Salvador Perez. Fuck me.
Try to go again with the fastball.
Maybe not a great sentence, but also like kind of fuck
catching
off.
Struck him out looking.
Goodness
Well, he's
gracious.
got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out
Lucky
there.
that was called a strike. I mean, that should have been a shorter at bat more than likely, but when they missed the call, that was very clearly a strike. I think it would only have been a strike 2, but I don't know. Changes the complexion of the at bat. And then we give up a 1-out or a 1-pitch, 1-out single.
Wastes no time there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking
Fastball
opposite field as
in.
he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Grounder might be 2. Over to Polanco. They get 1. And
There we
that's
go,
2.
around the horn. Let's
No runs, 1 hit, no
go.
errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 1 and the Royals nothing.
Okay. What did we get him to throw pitch-wise in the first inning?
Bottom of the second.
15? That's not terrible. I think the problem is you would look at 2 outs, about 3 pitches, where we were able to work a walk on 6 or
Grounding
whatever.
ball here, rolls foul. Next offering
Okay,
is foul.
we are sliding into our really bad habit. Take a timeout.
Go two. He steps out for time.
Didn't take very long for us to just start swinging at everything.
Swings through it for the K. Perez gathers, throws to first, in time to get him. One away on the strikeout. Harry Ford getting ready to hit.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Lugo in his 10th season, 35 years old, and he took home a Gold Glove in 2024. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Next one misses.
There we go.
2-1.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2.
And a foul ball.
There we go.
He stays
Foul it
alive.
off. Stay
That
alive.
wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Slider misses outside.
There we go. This is a little more what the kind of at-bats that we need here. Ah, under it. Fuck.
Isbell.
Trying to go with a contact swing, trying to,
And makes
but
the
just not
grab.
sure where he's going to go.
Yeah,
I don't know where he wants to go with the ball.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Dylan.
2 down, bases empty. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. Pitch misses there.
There we go. That's
and
better.
Ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. A swing and a miss.
You fucking
and
idiot.
that's strike 1. And it is 2-1.
outside.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
God
There's a certain
damn
point you have
it.
to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Who the fuck's throwing a sweeper right there? God damn it. If I had just dropped a hair into my eye. Please stop.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
NJ Melendez.
That's through there for a strike. Swing and a miss.
my God.
And the count is 0-2.
Oh my
Frustrating
God.
for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see
I
another.
can't get this fucking team out.
And that's way high. Gonna count 1-2.
Okay. Headset. Turn on. Eyeballs. Stop feeling like you have something that's drifting into them.
And that's down and away.
Find the fucking zone.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. Drew Waters stands in. First offering,
my
and it
God.
just misses. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently. And you
That's
see
a
the results.
strike.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
What's going on, Kirby?
Runner at first. And next up for the Royals, Kyle Isbell. And ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Fouled off. He was late. Waters, the base runner at first with 1 out. There's a strike. Snaps it down to second. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one the other way. Moore over to second, and they
There we
bounce
go.
into 2 already. This one ends the 3rd.
Okay.
So they go quietly there. We move on to the bottom of the
2
inning
defensive
number 3.
double plays.
It's the
That's a big
Mariners
positive.
1, and the Royals nothing. Welcome back. They have been
Leading up
lights
for the
out on the
Mariners,
mound the
the right
past
fielder,
month. Here is a look
Victor.
at the numbers.
Yikes.
Left.
Are they? Have they been? So we got him to throw 16, which is decent.
Just
That's up
missed.
top.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering
Hello?
is downstairs. And a strike in there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That missed by a
There we
lot.
go.
And that's ball 3.
There we go.
Out to short.
No.
To first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
That was a dramatic
We
call.
talk about how the ball is coming out of the
The
pitcher's
batter,
hand.
number 3.
The way it comes out of
Shortstop,
his hand as an
JD.
infielder. Wow,
Crawford.
really impressive.
Crawford
1-0.
in the box for the 2nd time. 1 ball, no strikes.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Next offering is fouled back.
Four seams dropping a little bit.
That's in there. And the count 1-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hit in the air.
And
center
we're under it.
field.
Okay.
Isbell makes the grab.
Just struggling to get good pieces of contact on the ball here. We saw that all day yesterday.
And now it's Julio
Considering that our last, we have what, 2 hits here? Our last 12 hits against this team all day, all in yesterday's game and today's game so far. Everything's been a single.
Swings
That's a
through
bad
that
swing.
one out in front that time. And that is out of play.
He's kind of so bad it's good. Sweeper's in a good location, and that sinker isn't. We're not able to connect with either of them.
Swing and a base hit.
There's another single. 13 straight singles for this
That
team.
play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Austin Shenton up next for the Mariners. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
Good to get Julio on.
That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 1-0.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way
It's
so the hitter can
just
focus on
so
the pitch.
bad. It's so bad.
Makes the play, and that'll do it. So no runs here.
Late on the fucking fastball.
And one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mariners 1 and the Royals nothing. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
This is nice. This is a nice addition. They're all Mariners. No big deal. No big deal.
Just
Oh
missed.
my God. I am grumpy. Grumpy.
That one a little bit high. Now 2-0. Right through there.
There
for a
we
strike.
go.
That's a ball.
Fuck off.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
India in the box now. No balls and a strike. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just
Where's this
pours in on
Kirby?
the
Where's the
hands.
Kirby that got Bobby Witt Jr. out on 3 really well located
For the second time,
pitches?
And that's
Excuse me.
strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss.
There you
There's
go.
that slider.
No ball. 2 strike.
Just missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do
Yeah,
it
that
again.
pitch was probably... I guess the speed difference wasn't too much. I should have picked something that maybe was a little bit slower.
Swing
Okay,
and a high
well,
fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Get out of town.
Ah,
He flexes his power with that swing. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
oops,
No
I
doubt
meant
about
to.
that one, Boog.
Mute
We
the
knew
microphone.
it wasn't coming back.
So I could crack that dupe.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. That's out to center field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo.
Not a
homer.
great location
Oh,
on that
even now,
fastball. Tried to sneak it past him on the outside. Obviously, it didn't work. A little too cute on my part.
Back in Seattle,
Leading
John
off
Choppy and
for the
Chris
Mariners,
Singleton with you.
the left fielder,
And leading off the bottom of the
Randy
4th, Randy Arozarena.
Arozarena.
Four seam at 95, sinker 94.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Where do you think you're going to hit that?
Showing great discipline
In
at
what
the plate.
fucking world do you think you're going to hit that?
Name of their game.
God damn it,
They've only
me.
given up
Fuck.
one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Beats him for the first.
God damn it.
Completes the strike.
Fuck!
The batter, number 7. Second
Jorge
baseman,
Polanco, the next to hit.
Polanco.
On the ground to short. Throws to first in time. And Polanco is out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Marlowe
No,
in the
that's
box
a ball.
here. Lets that one go for a ball. Now a screamer into the outfield. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it.
And yet another single. Probably, maybe could have tried to be a little more aggressive, but I think we're all right with a
Now
Runner
batting,
first.
just a piece of contact in that spot. That should have been out number 3. But
0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Two outs. Pitch misses
Buffalo.
there.
There we
And
go.
1-1. And strike 2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. One left for Seattle. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back.
Come on, man.
White in a
Come
pitcher's duel so
the
far. Here's how
fuck
the starters are
on.
performed up to this point.
we've only given up 2 hits, but it was a big one. We have the ones where we don't want them, runs earned and walks. 3 strikeouts, 2 hits in 4 innings. Seth Lugo's looking pretty good. 1 run on 4 hits in 4 innings with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts, including that last one. We've had some abysmal swings. The frustration of the last.
Close, but call the ball.
You are
Evidently not too
fucking
impressed with
kidding
that
me.
call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Hard hit.
God damn it. That is not where I wanted that fucking sinker.
Here in the 5th.
Up
Here's
next
the
for
Royals'
Royals,
designated hitter, Michael Massey.
Michael Massey.
Gets the call.
Oof,
It's
that
0-1.
hasn't been a
This
strike
game
ball
has
there.
been so tight.
That
Feels
is
like the
a-
next team to score will win it.
That is a shocking
All tied up. We're at the
fastball.
top
Or
of
a
the 5th.
shocking strike call.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's
Ooh,
internal
get there.
And he can't
Crawford!
come up with it. Gets off a throw.
Come on,
And the run is
man.
safe, and the misplay costs him.
That's 2.
outs. I'm thinking
2
he had
games
his
in a
mind
row.
getting in the
Crawford,
dugout
you're
so
better
they
than
could get
this.
the hit, and all it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Go ahead run on base. Drew Waters digs in now. Swinging a foul out of play. Waters, 26 years old, And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Isbell in the box now, takes strike 1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Next offering upstairs.
I tried to get him to go.
Man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him on the off-balance throw. That's the 3rd out.
Am I going to ask any questions?
Score remains.
It was very clearly in the red, and it gave me a green. Kind of makes up for the error a little bit.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the 3rd baseman, Dylan Moore. Ground ball right side. It scored.
Okay. Hey, kind of saw where he wanted to go. Looked at the pitching that was all on the outside. Bent it in and then was like, well, maybe he'll go low.
The other way, had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Hold on. What's going on? Why are you overloading the encoder? What is your problem? Are we good? Fuck. That's annoying.
That's inside. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
His willingness to throw the fastball low is a problem for me.
Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Moore gets his lead at first. Nobody out. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. That one misses, and it's a full count. J.P. Crawford in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
God damn it.
Lifted in the air, right field. Waters.
It's a little frustrating. I'm just I'm upset that I missed that curveball.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford.
Just lucky to get you're happy to get a piece of contact.
And fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
1 ball,
1 away,
1 strike.
tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. That misses the zone.
Outside.
And it's 2-1. And that's pushed foul off
such
to the
a bad
left,
swing.
play. Good job to fight that one off. That's down and in.
There we go.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled
go.
off
Foul it
again.
off.
And it remains 3-2. In the air, right field, Waters. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. He's 2 for 2. And that's outside. Ball 1. Bullpen action for the Royals. Michael Kopech preparing to come on if needed. Schreiber also throwing. The 1-0.
Yes.
And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate.
Come on.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Perez on to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. And we're back. All right, we go to the...
Okay. Here we fucking go. Focus the fuck up on this goddamn game. Put your pitchers in a goddamn bullpen. Figure this shit out. Santos, my apologies. Morejon. We'll get a righty and a lefty up. We got a little righty lane here. Once we get through batter number 6, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry. It's batter number 4 today because it's a little bit different than it has been. So I think it's been left, left, righty, left, or left, righty, left, left. Somewhere in that bottom portion of it. But we're going to get through this little righty spot. Then we'll bring in the lefty. We'll probably just have them go through those 5 and then try to figure it out. We have got to figure out how to hit in this game. And I think the Royals, when I was talking about, hey, I don't think we've played this team or they're not super memorable. I want to say that they were, that's a fucking strike. I want to say that they were a team that we played last year where I was irate for most of the game because they were a really bad record for whatever reason, and it was just like, I remember just going like, I'm going to win this fucking game. We won in extras like 2-1 or something, and I don't think I've ever been angrier during a win.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
See if we can get one more slider. We might actually have to try and bring the righty in a little bit earlier.
Next pitch misses. It's 2-2.
Try to get a bit of auto swing mode there.
Into center. Rodriguez racing after it. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run.
There we go.
And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run.
I think that fastball stayed up through the zone. Yeah, I mean, it was riding right on the edge, so it's not the worst pitch in the world. But it also is a little lower than I wanted it. We still got the result we were looking for, though, so it's not a problem.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-1.
Where the fuck is your goddamn zone? There's no way it's a ball in on every part. Are you fucking kidding me?
1.
That's absurd.
That one down the line.
This is how we lost those games to Boston. The zone was just awful.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
1-1.
The 1-1
So we have one more righty to Salvador Perez.
2 down, nobody on. And we're
See if we
in the
can get
top
Kirby
half of the
through
6th.
one more here. There we go.
Swing and a miss. Struck him
There
out.
we go.
He picks up his 5th strikeout.
So
on
now
the
if we
hill.
could get
No
something
runs,
more
no
than a
hits,
single,
no errors.
that would be
To the
just
bottom of the 6th
fantastic.
we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied 1-1. So the Royals bring on a new arm.
Michael Kopech is coming on in
Swing
here.
and
It's a
miss stuff
1-1
right
tie
here.
game.
Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this
Number
season.
45.
So far, he's been pretty electric.
Michael Kopech.
So now it's the Mariner
Leading
cleanup
up for
hitter,
the Mariners,
Austin
the
Schitt.
first baseman, Austin Shenton.
Fought off foul.
Well, these Mariners just
102
aren't putting great
on a
swings on the
fastball,
baseball
89
in this
89
ball.
on a
They're trying to
slider,
find
80
ways to
93
drive
on
the
a
ball with
cutter.
some authority, but it's just not happening for him so far.
Too
Zero
early
extra
on
base
that.
hits in the game, so it's been tough for him to get anything going.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
In the air out to
Loop
center.
shot,
And
drop.
it
There we go.
drops
Hey, another
in.
single, huh?
And a good start to the inning.
We don't see this a whole
Now
lot
batting,
anymore
left
where
fielder,
hitters with 2
Randy.
strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Digging in, Randy Arozarena. That one at triple
that's-
digits.
No ball. 1 strike. Here we
Check
go.
swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a ball.
So I think we'll throw him. I think we'll throw our pitcher up one more time, and then go to the lefty.
No.
Can't imagine Salvador Perez is a good matchup for a left-handed pitcher.
Not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Kopech deals. And
Nope.
ball 4.
There we go. Okay.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning.
Shut it. Don't say things like that. We can't handle that.
First and second, no outs. Jorge Polanco will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one fouled off. Shenton over at second. Arozarena at first with no outs. Next offering is
Okay.
in
Slider at
for
the
a
top of the
strike.
zone.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And that's downstairs. And a count 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2-2.
In the
Back.
dirt.
Everybody back. It's going to be really, really tough.
Nice job behind the plate there. First and second here, no outs. And that one is inside.
1-2.
Cade Marlowe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings and lines a base hit.
That's a
into
base
left
knock.
field.
We're not going to go anywhere with a
And they're
25
happy to
speed.
play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
That's
That
good
was
job
not
right
a
there.
great swing.
You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Next is the designated.
No, actually, it
hitter,
wasn't terrible.
Cade Marlowe, 1 for 2. Going on.
Too aggressive. I don't know if he's intentionally throwing that slider up or if it's just missing.
Bases juiced, no
It's
outs.
giving us a little trouble, giving me a little trouble.
Swing and a miss.
Sean.
And it's 0-2.
Settle down.
Strikeout. And you need
Just
a
take a
ball,
timeout.
Perhaps
Take
on
a
the ground
timeout.
for a double play or
Take
get
a sip.
yourself a pop up something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The 0-2.
Foul it off. That's fine. That's fine.
Next pitch is
Here we go.
downstairs.
Here we go.
Off that pitch down.
Fights
Here we
that
go.
one away,
Foul it
still
off
1-2.
again. Let's go. Come on, Marlowe.
Swing and a
Got rid of
miss,
the
struck
slider. A
him
little
out.
too auto swingy there. We are
Stood
so bad at that.
absolutely no chance on that
Just so
slider.
bad at that.
I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
No ball.
Ford
One strike.
swings through it for strike one. Next off,
He went for a fastball there.
and the count is 1-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And now 1 and
One ball.
2.
2 strike.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Isbell squeezes it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly.
Harry Ford, thank you. Thank you. We were really aggressive on that. The advance there. It was going to be. It was going to be a double play or a run, and thankfully it was a run.
Here's Dylan Moore. Behind with
No.
that swing. It's strike
No,
one.
thumb. Bad thumb. God fucking damn it.
Now 1-1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Hunter Harvey getting ready to go. Schreiber getting loose as well. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I hate
Fastball
Michael
right
Kopech.
there. It just
Kopech.
ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning.
Fuck.
2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 2 and the Royals.
We saw
1.
fastballs routinely at 100, and that was at 86, so 14 miles an hour. We saw a fastball as high as 103.
Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher
We're going to try and get one more out. This is the last batter, no matter the results for Kirby.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Stop overloading the fucking encoding, you piece of garbage.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Late with the swing there.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Come on, throw it out of the zone.
Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt.
There we go.
Perez for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here comes
All
the
right,
manager
we're going to
out of the
Morihon.
dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. George Kirby gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
The left-hander on now, Adrian Morihon.
51.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Pasquantino,
There we go.
with one down, takes a strike. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
They had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And next is the designated hitter, Michael Massey. That one fouled
Yeah, a little
off.
aggressive there, probably. I was trying to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right
Did not
field.
get a good jump on that.
So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting.
He kind of rolled over on his pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 outs.
That's out the corner.
I actually wanted to throw the slider there.
This to third. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. So
Okay.
one left for Kansas
We're up by
City. They're
1.
down 2-1.
I just don't love that it is.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John
We're just
Schreiber.
not.
Definitely
We're not getting
a guy
the
that
key
pounds
hits
the
and the
strike
key
zone,
moments,
makes
and it's
hitters
becoming
pound their
very
way on
frustrating.
base and
Number
rarely
46.
gets in trouble because of free passes.
John Schreiber.
So back to the top of the
Leading off
order.
for the
Here's Victor
Mariners.
Robles.
We have 2 sacrifice flies. RBI. We don't have no doubles or nothing, anything. Oh, does it not tell you in the batting?
Right fielder, Victor.
Hold on, everybody slow down here.
Robles.
Sweeper at 83, a sinker at 94, 4-seam at 95, cutter 91, circle change 88.
Swing and a
And
ball
we
lifted
miss
in
an
the air
opportunity
right field.
immediately.
He
God
just
damn it.
missed Waters snags it. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Up next for the Mariners.
Now the
The
number 2
shortstop,
hitter,
J.P.
J.P. Crawford. 1 for
Crawford.
3. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. The shortstop
ball.
takes the ball.
1-1.
Outside
There we go.
low.
There's the
2-1.
sinker.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio.
So a man aboard,
Rodriguez.
and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Pitches in there. That's strike 1. Crawford leads off first with 1 away. Rolled
Ooh,
softly, but
sweeper.
that goes foul.
It's a good pitch mix, 91 down to 80. And they have kind of similar movements, like cutter and sweeper moving away from Julio.
Off the mark there. 2-2. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Damn it.
Foul ball, and it remains.
Damn
a full
it.
count. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Up next for the
Now
Mariners.
here
Gave
is
up on that pitch a
Austin
little
Shen.
too soon.
Jensen.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner.
There is a double.
The stop sign at third.
There
It's
is
a two-out
finally
double.
an extra
Second
base hit.
and third now.
Seems like he
Holy
got
shit.
exactly what he was looking for right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way.
So does that really not show in the game, in the box score? No, it does. Okay. So we had what, 18 straight singles?
Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
No!
India brings it in, and that is the third out of the inning. 2 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mariners.
Just
2
too
and the
convinced what
Royals
I
1.
knew what I was going to see. I was ready for the fucking sweeper.
Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Dyrone Blanco.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Morejon back to work. On the ground to third. Zips it
Oh,
to
that's
first.
2.
Leadoff man
I
is
believe
out
it was a
here in the
slider and that
That's
four-seam
why you want
fastball were right in the
guys on
same
corners,
location
letting the
with
ball game like
Rosarena
this, position
and
perfectly.
popped up both of them.
Kyle
What a
Isbell steps in for the Royals.
what a fucking waste. God.
Rocketed out towards right center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. The
Get him.
tag.
Sit the fuck down.
Absolutely perfect execution.
God.
There to cut him down at third. He probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to take the cap.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. 0 for 3 in this one. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Morejon, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That clips the corner.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
No, come on.
That one laced to
Not
center
at
and a
all
base
where I
hit.
wanted that fastball.
And that extends the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound.
It was a bad decision to leave him in for one more. I just don't love where that fastball ended up. I wanted that high in the corner, and it wasn't.
Pitching for the
Gregory
Mariners.
Santos takes over on the mound.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Jonathan India at the plate, and that's in there at the knees.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Chopped left side. More. And that is that. Royals lead 1.
Let's
and
go.
they trail it here.
Let's
2-1.
fucking go. All right, let's change up our bullpen situation before we head to the bottom of the 8th.
Now pitching for
Back
Kansas
now, new
City.
pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
53.
8th. Carlos Estevez.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Well,
Sorry, Snyder.
1-run game. Here's the second baseman.
Four-seam at 99, a
Jorge
slider at
Polanco.
92, circle change at 90, and a 12-6 at 85.
And first offering is fouled off.
A lot of fastballs low in the zone.
Now this is in the air down the line.
That's so frustrating.
Melendez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, K.
So now here's the DH,
Marlowe.
Cade Marlowe. Late on that fastball. Action in the pen down there. Hunter Harvey up and throwing. Bubich getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's
Take a
strike
timeout.
two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out.
This bottom of the
Really
lineup
late
is
right
like,
now.
it's not great, but they also have knocked in a run, so hard to be too mad about it.
Outside. 1-2 to count.
1-2.
And that one inside and it hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the
Now
catcher, Harry Ford.
Harry.
It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Say goodbye to that one.
Harry Ford, let's go.
And they add on. It's
Holy shit.
one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Where has that been all game long?
Well, he went up there, looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. That one inside, and that is ball one.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And look out. That one
So
gets
two
him.
hit
The
batters
second man he's plunked
in this.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move.
Now pitching for the
Hunter
Royals,
Harvey taking over on the mound.
number
Pretty
56.
tight game. So
Wow.
they're looking
Okay,
for quality
so
pitches
good job
out
to
of the
bounce
right
back here. We get
Gotta do his best to keep the
2
score
runs on
right
that
where
swing.
it
We
is.
needed that swing and like maybe the double that we had in earlier in this game. We needed one of those in
So
yesterday's
a man
game.
at first.
We had a couple of runners on third.
Getting ready to hit.
100 on a fastball, 91 on a splitter, 84 on a 12-6 curve, and a slider at 88.
Outside.
no strike.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game,
All right.
it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Swing and a miss. And that's
One
strike
ball,
2.
2 strikes.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Early.
Moore over at first with one away. That
2
misses
balls,
the
2
zone,
strikes.
and the count is 2-2. Harvey throws to first, and he's back in easily. In the air, left field, down the line. Melendez makes the catch. Runner tagging for first. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why it gave me the L1. That was a very, 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 very poor decision on my part. Okay, well, we will just ignore that, and we will bring in our closer. I'm annoyed with myself. I'd be irate if we didn't have a 2-run home run.
Now pitching
I think
for the
closer
Royals,
has to be one of the toughest jobs in
Number
baseball. And
75.
we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a
1
save.
strike.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Salvador Perez now.
Yeah, I
at the
didn't
plate.
put that sinker in a good location.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes The
Come on,
adrenaline
really,
doesn't get high
man.
enough until there's a runner or two on base.
That's a little bit low.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And that's in for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your
We're
cap.
very lucky it's not a...
Martino stands in now and watches strike one.
Lucky that was not a home run.
Popped up. Crawford hits it away for the out. 2 away down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael.
Come on.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the DH, Michael Massey. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark. Munoz is just 1 strike.
There we go. Let's fucking go.
And that'll do it.
Whether you're a season ticket
What a
holder or
return to
just
form, huh?
games a year, to see your
Kinda,
team
not
play
really.
well
It's
is
still an
just
ugly
something
game. We had a
special.
double and a
Good job
home
by
run
this
in this
team.
one. We had like 18 straight hits of
4-1 the final
that were just
here today.
singles between
Chris
yesterday's
Singleton
game and this
retired.
one.
John Shelby saying so
I think it did help. I got up. You get up. You walk out of the room. Use the restroom. Get your fucking shit together and you win a fucking game. Let's go. Oh, Shenton? I mean, the thing about this game that's so annoying, we loaded the bases twice to get 2 sacrifice flies, but it's taking so much effort to get those. It's singles or it's a couple of hit by pitches, I think, in 1 inning. And then we're able to somehow get Harry Ford to take 1 deep, and then Munoz comes in for a save. Whew. You give up the solo shot to Bobby Witt Jr., which isn't the worst. He's a good player. It just wasn't a pitch that was at a very good location. Kirby gets win number 15. Michael Kopech gets tagged with the loss. And Andres Munoz picks up save at number 31. George Kirby wins 6.1 innings, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned. He is your winner and player of the game. Kopech, 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned on his line. Bobby Witt was 2 for 4 with a solo home run. Kyle Isbell was 1 for 3 with a double. Drew Waters 1 for 1 with a walk. Michael Garcia 1 for 4. Harry Ford was 1 for 3 with a home run. 3 runs knocked in and a run scored. Austin Shenton was 2 for 3 with a double. He knocked in and scored a run. Robles was 0 for 4 but did score a run, and Polanco was 1 for 4. 2 huge runs in the bottom of the 8th, and we are able to secure a series split. We can try to win the series tomorrow. That'll be at 6 p.m. Pacific time. As all baseball games are. Yeah, hey, we're 1-1 in the month of July. Michael Wacha, 4-6 with the 2.49 ERA, taking on Logan Gilbert, 11-3 with the 2.02 ERA. Before we hop out of here, let's open a pack of cards. We got literally a bronze, silver, gold, and diamond yesterday. And there you go. Not a whole lot to talk about today. But we did get a diamond. Paul Skeens, even. Feels good to be back on the winning side of things. I like that we haven't lost a ton of games in a row. That's been huge for us. And, we continue to chug. 72-14. This has been a frustrating series. I think the first game we kind of just pulled away. The last 2 games have been really weird. Oh, no, yeah, well, we had a 5-1 or 6-1 lead, and then we almost gave it all the way back, or 6-2, whatever. But we'll see if we can win this series tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel. We are nearing the All-Star break, and dear God, do I need it. Subscribe over here. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can check out the baseball playlist here, and you can check out this morning's video up here. It's a taste test of some Intamin's thingy things. Donut pop-em holes, whatevers. Anyway, check that out, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Mariners baseball. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.